Final score from Elland Road, Leeds United 2, AFC Bournemouth 2. Tom,
yes.
What do you make of that performance? I thought in large parts it was poor, but sometimes you strike gold at the very end, and that's what Bournemouth seem to do quite a lot. Sometimes we did it again today.
Yeah, it was definitely the worst performance of the season, wasn't it? We weren't very good today. Fair play to Leeds. I thought they made it difficult for us. I still think, even though we weren't good, we probably at the point. I would say I don't think they didn't do loads either. But we weren't very good today, mate. So to get out of a point, you got to take it at Elland Road, don't you? It looked like it was never going to happen. I honestly don't know how it happened, because I just thought that we could score in fucking another half hour here.
There were echoes.
It just dropped to him.
There were echoes of the Everton performance, the 3-2 from last season, weren't there, where we weren't on it for large parts. But then towards the end, especially even after we equalised, I genuinely thought that we might win it.
It was weird. I thought we'd never score, and as soon as we equalised, I thought I'd take another 10 minutes. He told me at half time, he said we won't lose.
We went 2-1, I said we're not losing this.
There we go.
But it's weird, because you're not playing well, you never look like you're going to score, you equalise, and then you go, I wish we had a little bit longer, because then you're in the ascendancy. They've made obviously the changes to hang on, but I think we'll take that, because we weren't very good today. I don't think we were great. I thought we started okay, we got the goal, and then I thought, we all said at the preview, didn't we, if we can get ahead, let them come out. I thought they just had a little bit more endeavour about them.
They had more heart, and it felt like they wanted to win the game a lot more. And once, their crowd is like a 12th man. I've said that so many times before, and it really is. So once they got back into the game, it almost felt inevitable in some ways, although we saw it out till half-time, great. However, we didn't start off the second half the best, and some of that second half was really, really poor.
Yeah, no, it was. It wasn't very good, but I think what I will say is that if we were playing a side at the top, we'd be going, that's what a good team does. They score at the end. They don't play well when they score at the end. And listen, we've literally only lost to Liverpool, and that's the side of a good team. We kept going at the end. We're bringing on a kid backup striker that's never scored for us, and he gets a goal in 93rd minute, and that's why you've got players like that coming off the bench. So you've got to give us credit for keep going, because I think when it is stoppage time, I think they sat a little bit deeper and they'll be annoyed about that, but we kept plugging away, mate. And I think Gannon Dope deserves a bit of credit. I thought he gave us a bit of, I don't know, he just looked a bit lively, and he just started running to people, which is all you need. And listen, we put Tavernier at right back. We ended up with David Brooks and Alex Scott in the centre midfield, so we just had a right crack at them, and sometimes it pays off. And we managed to nick a point out of it. It's weird, because we've never got anything here. We've just got our first figure, but I'm not buzzing, because
no, I'm not.
I don't think we weren't very good, and we've got a point. So you imagine us on our day, I think we beat them. I thought they earned a point. Just make sure we say that they did earn a point, but they'll be down there. But I think their home form might keep them up.
Well, Adam Woodland parked in the Leeds United car park. What was he, an executive these days, just because he plays the drum in the South Stand? Look, we'll talk about Leeds very shortly, because I think it's quite interesting to hear about what they're going to do this season, because I personally think they'll be all right. But in terms of our team selection, Tom, I'm not sure that was right to go so different.
Maybe. I think the problem was, I thought Christie was doing all right, harrying them, pressing them, and I thought that's why we looked better in the first half. But the problem with that is, he's probably not ready to play 90, so it means he has to come off. I thought Clivert was okay, but probably didn't do quite enough. Adley I thought was not very good, which is a shame. But you've got to try it at some point, I guess, mix it up a little bit.
Well, that's the problem with not being in the Carabao Cup. When do you give these players minutes? And I'm glad that Ben Doak came on and had an effective, 20 minutes or so? Not even that, maybe. And I thought he was very good when he did come on. I think Ash might have just stepped in dog shit, but hopefully I haven't followed suit. Fingers crossed. We'll check the shoes at the end of this recording. We're relatively happy with happy with how things are, but I just feel as though
it's a weird one.
Once they got into it,
I think half the fans would have taken a point before the game, and half the fans were saying, no, we should be able to win this. We've come out of a last minute point, we should be happier, but I think we're a little bit more disappointed because we didn't play well.
Yeah.
So I think it was a bit frustrating, because you think, if we had played like we have done all of this season, I think we win the game. But listen, you've got to give credit to Leeds as well. I thought they made it difficult for us. And
I'll tell you what, they gave Tyler Adams some shit, didn't they, man? He had
he done his usual stuff.
He did well.
He
did well, but the crowd were right on his back from the very off, weren't they?
Oh, they were, of course. Yeah, expected it, but I don't think it let him. I don't think it fazed him at all. He barely lost the ball game. He was fine. We just took him off because we needed to get a goal. He's a defensive midfield player. But I think they'll be more. They should be more annoyed than us, because that was at home, where I think they're going to be strong. They're 2-1 up with a minute to go. They got to be winning the game. We weren't very good, so.
All right, so let's talk about Leeds this season then, because I don't know. I think that the home form for them is going to be absolutely key. So that's now 23 games that they've not lost at home. I know that 20 were in the Championship, but that's 3 now in the spin on the Premier League where they've not lost at home. They've got to take that into their subsequent fixtures, surely, because it's key for them. I mean, I know the Arsenal game was maybe a bit of a freak given their defensive.
Yeah, it's Arsenal.
I mean, I say solidity. They conceded 2 today, but conceding 5 there. Was not particularly good, but I don't know. I just feel as though they might have something about them.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate. I think they're certainly within a fighting chance. I think you've also got to put into consideration they did win away at Wolves as well, so they've shown they can win on the road. I think they've got enough about them. Just I think it's a weird one. Isn't it? We scored really late, but I felt from our first goal to our last goal, they were really solid. Yeah. I think it's just one of them things. You're leading 2-1. You're so desperate for points. You go a little bit deep. We put a few more bodies on. It's one of them things. But yeah, they've got players to come back as well. I think they'll be right in it to the end. I don't see them going down without a fight. I think they'll be right in it. And as you say, their home form will do them well. I think it's probably similar to Sunderland maybe. And yeah, I saw at half time today, like Burnley were level at City, and I thought, oh bloody hell, Burnley, and they lost 5-1. I don't see that sort of thing happening. No. Yeah, I think they're in a fighting chance, mate. At least if they are, we might have another crack at trying to beat them at Elland Road, mate. But we take our first point here. Yeah,
first point at Elland Road, and we'll absolutely take that. And like you say, I think certain matches this season, I think you said, out of all the promoted sides, at Burnley you're expecting to get a win. Sunderland and Leeds, you just want to get a point, get out.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams, not just ourselves, mate, a lot of teams, even ones you consider are better than Bournemouth, would go to Elland Road, get a point, get out, because it's a tough place to come. Crowd are good, get behind them, and I think that was a frustration from us today, as I felt if we can get that first goal and kill the crowd a little bit, which we did, then we'll be alright, but we just didn't get to half time. I think if we had got to half time, it might have been alright, but fair play to them. Let's score a goal. A little deflection off Semenyo hurt us a little bit. But yeah, listen, mate, we're third in the league. Disappointed for Bournemouth to only be third in the Prem.
So why third then? Like who and how many points behind the league leaders?
We're only a few, aren't we? What are we? 3-4 points behind the leaders. But yeah, Liverpool. Liverpool got a Leeds fan in front. Liverpool lost to Palace in the last minute. So let's keep the
cherries. Come on.
Let's keep the title race in the running. But if we had won today, mate,
could have been so different.
It's good though. It keeps us excited for the league. And fair play to Palace, mate. We've got them in just after the international break. Yeah. I think people are looking at it going, oh, we've only got Palace away. Mate, they haven't lost in ages.
What this does is put a lot of I don't want to say pressure, because obviously there's an international break coming, but we got Fulham at home next, and it would be nice.
What's pressure, Sam?
Oh, exactly.
We haven't lost since the opening day to Liverpool.
Exactly, but it would just be nice to get a few points against our West London friends, right?
That's fine. Let's go off the angle that we want to get Champions League football. Bit of pressure on the Fulham game, mate. We got to win that. We got to win that. Back up the 2 points. But at this point, I think I'd have loved 4 out of Newcastle and Leeds. 2's minimum. We've got it. It's the way we've got it today. I'm really pleased for Kroupi. He come on the pitch. I'm hoping you edit a lot of it out.
Why?
He come on the pitch, lost the ball every time we got it.
And what did you say bad about Kroupi?
I just said this is like Jemison, like he's absolutely. I mean, he literally lost it every time he got it. And then it come to him, and tell you what, and I thought, you know what, that's what he needed. Just me giving him a bit. Just give him a bit. No, but fair play, mate. It's a really good finish. I love to see it back because that's a really good finish on the volley in the far corner. Keeper didn't move. And equally, Longstar's finish was brilliant as well. 2 set pieces, then 2 really good goals. I think we don't like each other very much, but if we're honest, it's probably a fair result.
There you go. Tom's summed it up very well. Look, you can hear more of our thoughts on a second look that's coming your way. Also, why not subscribe, because the international supporters are going to have their say on Global Cherries as well, full time at Elland Road then. Was 2-2. We'll take it. First 2-2 outside of London since maybe Newcastle away ages ago, maybe?
Yeah,
because we've had a few 2-2s in London.
Yeah. Listen, it wasn't a very good game for 90 minutes, but then in stoppage time, we had some fireworks.
Up the chairs. See you at the next one. Where are the fireworks actually?
I predict it.